Welcome to all the occupiers of White City Place. Here we have another yoga session. I'm filling in for Dora today, this week. Hopefully she'll be back next week. And as well as in the online system, we're also doing live yoga in the hub. So always feel free to come down and join us. We've got some people arriving today. I'm just going to wait for them to be here before we start. So just use this time to get nice and comfortable. Maybe sit with your legs crossed, closing your eyes for a little while, and just let yourself be for a moment while we wait for the others to join us. So yeah, just take your time, getting comfortable, and make sure you're in a good space before we start. I'll get onto my national meeting. Just always use this time at the beginning to fully connect with yourself. So to feel ground underneath your skin bones, to feel that comfortable seat, to check in with yourself, to check in with your emotions, with your physical body, with your breath. I'm actually going to move my mat a little bit closer so I'm not so small on the screen. Just doing that, just really focusing on your breath for a while. And your body. Noticing how it just releases and relaxes to the space. Then just taking some nice deeper breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. On every out breath, feel the body just softening. Softening into that space. Just allow any tensions to release. Just taking a moment to connect with everything, your emotions, your breath, physical body. And notice also how your breath is when you sit down. So if you're rushing to get to your yoga mat, your breath might be quicker. If you're quite relaxed already, you slower obviously. So just be noticing it, just being aware. And if your eyes are closed, just gently opening them now. Just dropping your right hand to the floor and then heading your left arm up. And over the ears. So allow yourself just to hang here, just think ragdoll rather than anything vertic. Just nice and easy. Nice soft breath into the belly and out. And an inhale, come back up. And I just rock over, just fall over to the side. Just gently bring yourself back up. Welcome. Just allow everything just to sink onto your mat. Seems you're right. Just let that go. Yeah. All right. And then from here, Just take your hands out in front, just have them quite wide. I was trying to get them wide on my yoga mat. And then just going to rock side to side as you slowly creep them forward. And then you'll find when you get to a certain point, it's really to kind of stick your bottom out behind you so that you get this, I'll turn sideways so you know what I mean, you get this reach from the hips rather than rounding back, reaching this way. So kind of this way. So kind of sticking your bottom out behind you, and then you get a little bit more length. And don't worry how low you get, it's not important. It's just about finding the edge and breathing into that edge. So you get as low as you feel comfortable, breathing into your back ribs. Feeling them expand away from the spine with every in-breath. And every out-breath, you just relaxes back. Just take 2 more breaths here. Feel free just to let your head go so the back of the neck feels nice and long. Maybe you'll sway side to side as well. That can feel really nice. It's nice and gentle. And then gently push the floor away. Bring yourself back up. Just take the right leg out to the side, so the sole of your left foot is just in your right leg. And then take your right arm inside this leg here, and use this as a bit of a lever to push against, so that then you can turn the upper body a little bit more. And then this left hand. So it's more an extension of what we just did side to side. Breathing into that space. Yeah, just get nice and floppy here. And with your next inhale, bring up this hand, take it behind you, but have the fingers pointing away, and lean on that hand. And then just use this hand to sweep it forward, push the floor away, just stretch it back. Your head goes well, just feel nice and loose here. Keep pressing into that back hand. And gently, just ease yourself. Nice and easy back down. So just feel like a morning stretch. Lean back in your hands, swap the legs over. Standing on this side. So take your arm inside that leg, so use it as a lever so you can turn more. And then lift up this top arm. That's the inhale right there, and then exhale, just fold. Don't worry if these are bent, it's a little cool. Just sort of hang nice and loose like a ragdoll. Breathing into a soft belly. And then your next inhale will lift up your right arm. Exhale, take it behind your fingers, pointing away. Lean on that hand and then use this hand to sweep the hips forward and back. Just stretch it back. And then really mindfully just bring yourself back down. Beautiful. All right, take your hands behind your fingers pointing forward, but just take your feet out wide. So have them quite wide as your mat. So just kind of resting on your hands behind. And then just let your knees fall to the left-hand side. Try to keep your chest facing the front. So get a little bit of a kind of twist feeling. Center. And then back into the center, and then over the other way. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Great. Now come back into the center. Let the knees roll back over this side. Bring yourself up. And then this, your right leg. Just take it behind you just a little bit. Okay. Now facing this leg. Hands out the side. Slowly come over this side. So you might walk the hands forward. It depends how low you want to go. Might be the elbows, might be a little down. But this is like a really nice open pigeon pose. So you still get the benefits. It's just a little bit kind of open in your body. So allow yourself just to sink wherever you can reach. Letting the hands. And you'll feel this, mostly in your glutes, so your left glute. That's the stretching there. Just kind of release into that. Breathing nice and deep. Letting it go. And very gently push the floor away to lift yourself up. So you're not using your back, you just push the floor away, lift yourself back up. Bring this leg back, so you're back at the same starting point. Knees are wide, legs are wide, and then let your legs go the other way. Same thing, just going to let this draw back as far as it's comfortable, really. It doesn't have to be super far. And then turning towards this leg, so it's kind of in the middle of the torso, and then slowly bring yourself down as far as you're happy. And see where else in your body you can let go of. or anywhere else that you might be clenching a muscle that you can release. It can be in silly little places, like in your ankle or your toes, or your fingers, just allow everything to relax. Even your jawline can get stressed when we're trying to focus on something. One more breath here. And then gently push the floor away and bring yourself all the way back up. Right, let's do this leg back. Now get both of them out of the way. Come on to all fours. And we're going to just stay on all fours for a moment. But have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Just let your hips sway side to side. So you feel some S shapes in your spine. And then let them come in circles. So the hips go round towards the heels. And do this nice big circle so that your shoulders come over your wrists, and then you push the floor away and do another circle. So you might want to tuck your chin in towards your chest as well. Bend your elbows when you need to, and really just kind of move nice and easy into these S shapes in your spine. Just really let your head go, just kind of fall into it. Nice and soft and gentle with your body. And if you're going around in circles, swap direction, go the other way. If you're having nice and hands on the sides of the brain. And then gently just coming back to a neutral position. Alright, so from here, walk your hands further forward. So you're kind of reaching them out ahead of you. And then keep creeping them forward. Try and keep your hips above your knees. So you're slowly bringing your chest up. So you want to have your hands quite wide so you've got space to then lower down. It might not be that comfortable if you don't get the chin all the way down to the floor. So just find your okay spot. Breathe into that. Just for a couple of breaths. And then push the floor away with your hands. Try and bring yourself up. Walk the hands just a little bit at the top of your mat. And then bend the elbows back and lower down onto your belly. Yeah, nice. Let your feet just go flat for a moment. Inhale, push the floor away and just bring yourself up into this hot dog. And just feel it for a moment. Maybe look over one shoulder. Come back, maybe look over the other shoulder. Come back. And take your toes together. Keep the knees a little bit wide and then ease back into your chest. So we're going to do a little thing where we work with the breath. And we're going to come forward and back with the breath. So keep your hands wide out in front. And let's begin now. So inhale, come up. Shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, let the feet flick out and come down to the base. Inhale, push the floor away. Toes come together. Exhale back. Do two more of those. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going up. Inhale, coming up. Toes together, round through the lower back. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Your next inhale, come back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, and then exhale to down. Awesome. All right, we're going to slowly walk the feet towards our hands. So just take it really gently, literally step by step. Bring your feet forward. Yeah. And when you kind of get somewhere near the top, just take your hands onto your shins and push your shins away and take a nice inhale. So really getting a nice tabletop when you breathe in. And exhaling, you bend your elbows and just hang over again. Yeah, and imagine that you're hanging over a metal bar in a kid's play park, and that metal bar is going right into your hip creases, so your back nice and long. And then just if your fingertips touch the floor, great, and then a little sway side to side. If they don't, then just take off your elbows. And again, go side to side, whatever works best. And nice and long. And then gently, just take a gentle bend in the knees and push the floor away with your feet. Slowly come up to standing. It's really good to take it slowly because your head gets some blood rush if you rush that too much. And then let the shoulders relax. All right, so just standing nice and easy. Take a nice inhale, lift it up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale over to the right. Now start to bend the knees more. Keep hold of this wrist. And then let yourself hand over nice and gently all the way down into the center. When you get to the bottom, swap the grip. So hold the other wrist and then go on the other side. So inhale, slowly need to bend both knees. Exhale all the way. Awesome. And then relax. Cool. All right. So we're going to take a little moves from here. So take a nice inhale, lifting it up. Come right up onto your toes. Feel like you're pushing the ceiling away. And then exhale, just fold down one side. Just go nice and easy. Now when your fingertips come to the floor, sweep them over to the right hand side. Weight to the right foot. Just lift up your left foot. Just for a moment. That's it. And step it back. Nice. Cool. All right, pressing through both feet, push the floor away. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, just let it all go. So the inhale is the energizing breath. So inhale, you can spread the fingers, really active. Straight front leg if you like. And then let it go. And let it go. One more twist to the right. Inhale. Twist to the right as you exhale. Now drop your right hand, inhale the left arm back and just really get a nice length here. Feel that length. And then use that to take the left elbow over the right thigh. Maybe the hands will come together. Maybe they won't. You can just stay the hands on the hips if you like. Doesn't matter either way. Maybe looking over that shoulder. One more breath here. And then look forward, press your feet, inhale, come up to facing the center. And then left heel down will tilt you to the left hand side. So you can just look over your middle finger of the front hand. That's it, yeah. Come to warrior. That's it. Back to the side. So we just sink into that. The feel with your warrior is as if you're just melting into them rather than rigid. It's nice and soft. Flip the front palm. With an inhale, take it back. And exhale, forearm on the thigh. Top of them over the ear. That's it. So we're going to do that a couple of times, working with the breath. So press on the right foot, inhale, come back. So you can come all the way back up again. So you can straighten the front leg while you do that if you want. Exhale, forearm on the thigh. And again, inhale, come back. Exhale, coming forward. Nice. Now bring your left hand all the way to the floor, just onto the fingertips. That's it. And pin it onto your back toes. That's it. Nice. Now lift up your right hand, really nice and open. Lifting up the hips, you're not sinking down. Breathe into that. And then slowly bring that right hand back up to the floor as well. Okay, try to get both hands on the floor and step the right foot back. Beautiful. Coming to a plank, lowering down to the floor. Reaching these feet. Exhale down here. Toes go flat. Inhale, coming up. Knees wide, sweep them out, toes together. Exhale back into your shoulders. Yeah, just let yourself just kind of surrender here for a moment. Sink into that space. Feel the ribs opening on every inhale. Every out breath, just surrender. One more breath in and out here. The next inhale, coming back up. Onto all fours, toes under, exhale down dog. Pushing yourself all the way back. Nice. And again, walking the feet up towards the hands. So take it literally step by step. All the way till you get to the top. Yeah. And then slowly unpelling all the way back up. Just standing with the shoulders roll behind you. Your next inhale will you up. And then just go down the other side. Whichever side you did go down last time, just slowly following down towards the floor. Once your fingertips get to the floor, sweep them over to the left hand side. Lean on the left foot, so the weight is on the left foot, pick up your right foot. That's it, nice. And then slowly just drop the right foot back behind you. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, press on both feet, bend the back knee a little bit, push the floor away, inhale this up. So this can be really, really energizing if you like, and then drop the ball. Again. Last one, we'll twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. It's difficult in this position, isn't it? It's cool. Now drop your left hand. Inhale the right arm up. So drop the left hand, inhale the right arm up. And exhale, bring that forearm over the thigh. Great. If your hands come together, great. If not, you always keep on the elbow. It doesn't matter. All up to you. And make sure you can breathe. So wherever you get to, just breathe. One more breath. Press on the front foot, look forward, because that's the direction you're going to start. Inhale, lift yourself up. And then right heel down will turn you to the right, into your warrior two on that side. Yes. I know it's I'm actually going to come off the mat and come over here. See you one. All right, so from here, the front palm, inhale takes you back. Exhale, forward on the thigh. Same thing again, just throw away. Inhale, maybe straight in front leg, just keep it right. Exhale, move down. One more like that. Exhale, all the way back down. Bring that right hand all the way down to the floor. Moving on to your back toes. That's it. Get to the left foot with you as well. And then lift up your left hand. So that's it. Nice, beautiful. Nice, beautiful. One more breath here. And exhale, bring the left hand back down as well. Get your hands nice and ready on the floor so you can step that left foot back. Awesome. And then come all the way down to the exhale. Inhale, push the floor away. Back into your child's pose, knees wide, round back. Exhale. Surrender here. Breathing into that space. Breathing into your back ribs. And letting it go. 2 more breaths here. Now your next inhale, just lift your head up, then sweep your hands towards your knees and bring yourself up. Great, good. So yeah, just come onto your mat, you are there already. And then just take your right foot out to the side and then mirror you. So your right foot. And just make sure your left hip's above your left knee, yeah? And your right foot's turning forward towards me. Cool. So your right hand's going to be face up, palm up, I should say. That just rolls the shoulder. Then we're going to inhale the left arm up. To get nice and tall here, so you're lengthening, you feel the skin stretching down the side, and then exhale, coming over. But see if you can soften the muscles in your left knee, see if you can let go of the grip. And then inhale all the way up. See if the fingertips will just kind of reach the floor a little bit. It just has to be the fingertips, that's all. And then this top arm will come up over this side. So you get a nice length, especially if you ground the outside edge of your right foot right into the fingertips. Lower in. Awesome. And then bring yourself all the way back up. We're going to turn this foot out to the side. Yeah, you're already there, you know it. And then bend into this knee. Forearm on the thigh, top arm up and over. So this is just like a warrior two with your knee on the floor. So with the knee on the floor, it gives us a lot more stability. Using so much light on the upper body. So use that to kind of leverage against and let this chest open a little bit to the ceiling. And then bring yourself up. Now you're going to face this foot. We're going to pull up the toes. Just try and move your hips a little bit. I know it's difficult with the foot behind you, but just so you're facing that leg a little. Take your fingertips to the floor. You have to stick your bottom out behind you to get that hamstring stretch. Yeah. So the more you pull the toes up, the more you're going to feel that stretch behind the calf and the thigh. But see how you go here. Just trying to sink into that a little bit. Obviously, the lower you go, the more you're going to feel that on the honey. So just be nice and gentle with yourself. Yeah, and then just take your left hand just off to the side a little bit, instead of the fingertips if you like, and then lift up your right hand. So you got it. Cool. And then drop that hand and bring yourself up to face the front again. We're going to get hold of this back leg and then step it forward. So, and now sink into that space. So we feel this psoas muscle on this left-hand side. So bring your foot further forward so that the foot is ahead of your knee rather than the ankle. So your ankle is the head of your knee, not the other way around. Yeah, and sink into that. So allow, so you can feel this really tight psoas muscle down your left thigh. Yeah, you can stay with the forearms on the thigh if you like. That can really help as well. Especially if you turn towards that knee a little bit, you'll feel it stretching out more, but hopefully you can soften a bit with the elbows on the thigh. It's a tight stretch. Just take one more breath here. All right. Now we're going to take this, your left hand off the side. Take it out quite wide, yeah. Now let this right foot open so you can see the sole of the foot. So let your knee open out to the side leg. If you need to be on the left hand, we'll do that. And then just with your hand just gently above the knee and the other thigh, and just see if you can bring this left shoulder forward and look over your right shoulder just a little bit. Getting into that. One more breath here. And bring yourself all the way back up. So you bring yourself all the way back up, bring this leg back with you as well. Great. So we do all of that funky stuff on the other side. So take this left leg out, foot's pointing forward to start. Left hand opens up. And make sure this hip's above this knee. Inhale your right arm up. Get nice and tall here, and then exhale, just getting that nice and long. Left knee might be kind of tightened out just because it's straight, so you can lose the breath. Softening. One more breath in and out. And with your next in breath, lift this hand up. And then exhale, just reach for the fingertips, just for the floor, wherever it lands, and then this top arm can come up and over. If you wanted to, you could tilt the chest towards the ceiling a bit. If you wanted to, it's just an idea. Your head go as well. Feel that length. And then gently ease yourself back up. This foot turns out to the front now. So you can bend the front knee to the side of it, and then just sink into that a little bit. Forearm on the thigh. Use that against the thigh to draw it out to the side of it. So you'll feel the skin stretching on this inner thigh. And then right arm up and over on the exhale. Close your eyes for a moment and just see where your tensing muscles. It's likely going to be at both of your knees, and I know you'll feel if you let go of the knee muscles, you'll fall over a bit, but just see if you can soften into that. Not be too comfortable. One more breath. Yeah, and then gently bring that top hand down to the center. So both hands are going to be either side of this front foot. We're going to lift up the toes and pull them back so you get some nice hamstring stretch. And it's pretty tight in the hamstring. So just see where you go. Easing into that stretch. Again, try not to move too much. Yeah, and then just take your right fingertips off to the side a little bit more. So you can lean on them and open up your left arm. Trying to keep the front leg straight if you can. And gently just push forward, bring yourself up to your hand on your left knee, and you can step it forward. Take it quite a long way forward. See how mine's reaching right ahead of my knee, and then sink into it. Nice up to sink forward. Remember, particularly if you turn towards that leg, get more of a stretch here. So you can just soften. If it helps to have your hands on the floor instead of your forearms here, you can do that. Whatever feels better. I was a little bit, my hands on the floor, I was a little bit sway, so I'm easing out of that place. It's not too much. Yeah, and then when you're ready, take your right hand off to the side a little bit more so you've got the space to open up this left foot. And then this hand can just knock here. So it's a very gentle pressure, it's not really hard, but just enough so that you can turn the right shoulder forward and look over your left shoulder. Yes, look behind you now. Nice. Good. Great. One more breath here. All the way back. Now just while you're nice and low, take the other hand down, lean on the right hand over, just squeeze that left foot back, and then lower down onto your bellies. Yeah. Stick on down, that's really good. Alright, so downhill. Nice. Great, so take your hands out to the sides. Come on to spider fingers. So they look like this in front. Yeah. So they're quite wide, and then finally when you press into the hands, you can get up a little bit higher, just a little bit more give. Maybe looking over one shoulder, looking over the other, and then again lowering down, so all the way back down to the floor. Awesome, alright, we're going to get into some flows. So hands underneath your shoulders, inhale, push the floor away, tuck your toes under, let's get back into a down dog, stretching it out. Take a couple of breaths in your down dog, just to allow yourself to arrive here. Have your feet a little bit wider than hip width maybe, yeah. And then press the floor away, so really try pressing into the heels of the hands rather than the fingers. And think about the length in your armpits. Think about getting that bit longer. Yes, and then feel like you're sticking your bottom out, so you're really pressing the floor away and drawing yourself back towards your hips. Give one more breath. And when you're ready, just take the weight more onto your left foot, lift your right leg up behind you. So nice, just let it come right up, bend your right knee, open up your hip, just be nice and loose with it. Beautiful, bring your hands into your right armpit. Right, now come right up onto your left toes and step your right foot forward, in between your hands. Don't worry if you have to grab your foot, really cool, it's more cool. Bend that knee, press the floor away, and then inhale, up. And then exhale, surrender again. Inhale, up. One little twist to the right as you breathe out. Inhale back to the center. Left heel down, warrior two. Looking to the front, with the front arm. Inhale takes you back. The other way, that's it. Good. Takes you back. That's it. Now your feet are still pointing this way. You're still like this, and you're just kind of going back that way. I'll come in front of you like this. So you're feeling about the front like that. So you just go back like that. And then exhale, calm all the hands down, step it back, high plank, go through your vinyasa. So exhale to the floor, we're going to end up in down dog. So inhale here, exhale back. Into down dog. Nice. All right. So weight on the right foot, inhale your left leg up, take it up nice and high. Bend your left knee, open up the hip, just feel nice and loose here. Beautiful. Great, and round onto your right toes, and then step your left foot forward. Into the hands, yes. Bend that knee, look forward so you get grounded first. And then you can push the floor away. Let it be a bit more here first. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lifting up, one little twist to the left as you breathe out. Cool, inhale, going back up. Right heel down, warrior two as you breathe out. Flip it back, inhale here. Exhale, cross the floor, that's it. All the way back into you. Nice, come into child's pose. Inhale here, knees wide. Exhale back into child's pose. Allow yourself just to surrender. Nice and deep. Breathing into those back ribs. Making sure as well, when we move, if there's anything that feels a bit challenging, you're not holding your breath, just breathing nice and easy no matter what. None of it matters too much. So one more breath in, and one more breath out. Bringing the hands right out in front. Inhale, coming all the way back up, tucking towards under and back into your down dog here. Exhale here. Beautiful. Weight on the left foot. Inhale your right leg out behind you. Come right onto your left toes. And then step the right foot forward. And two. Yes. Push the floor away. Inhale, zoom up. We're just going to twist to the not twist. We're going to turn to the left. Your left heel down. Warrior two. It's okay. It's always confusing because I generally know you're facing this way through. I'm going to come over the side and make it easy for you. It's cool. It's very important. All right, so bending that front knee. That's it. Cool. Move the front palm. Inhale, come back now. As you reach back, straight forward. That's it. We're going to get ready for a triangle. So take your left hand, put it on your left hip, and rotate it to the front, and then reach with your right hand. Stop halfway, and draw that left hip even further forward, and then reach some more. Right? And then bring that right hand down. Doesn't matter where it lands, whether it's on your ankle, keep your, so if you take your hand onto your sacrum, you can feel that there's like a little bit of flat shoulder there. Take that left hand onto your shoulder, just roll the shoulder back, not the hip. Nice, and then take that hand up. There you are, perfect triangle. Picture is the breathing. There's always having trouble goes, oh, I forgot to breathe. Now press on your feet so that this right hand comes forward. Just nice and fast there. Nice and light. Feel that triangle. So really feel it through your feet. So you feel it through your legs. Nice. Yeah. All right, now just push the floor away and bring yourself up. Awesome. We're going to turn the right toes in, so we're facing the same way. Right. All right. Okay, so standing here, and have your hands on your hip creases, and then just push into those and draw back until you get that straight line. So it's a tabletop. And then yeah, just put your hands forward to your shoulders. Nice. Great. And then bend the elbows back. Slowly lower. Just hanging here, breathing for a moment. Just demonstrate for the thing. So you can see if you're at home doing this, your hands are on your hip creases, you push your ball back, fingertips come to the floor, and then bend the elbows back. And just hang here. So you're feeling the length from your hips. So you feel that long back. And this is a bit like it should feel in a down dog. You get that length all the way from your hips right down your shoulders through to your fingertips. Great. So with those hands, walk them now towards your right leg, your right shin, whatever it might be, your ankle maybe, and then see if you can draw yourself towards that leg a little bit more. Yeah. If you can straighten the leg, that's great. Try to keep the leg straight. See if you can. Try to get the legs straight so you get that kind of nice hamstring stretch as well. And then slowly ease yourself over to the other leg. Give it the same attention here. And then ease back into the center. Come right up onto your fingertips again. So you lift yourself up. Take your hands on your hip creases. And then just ease yourself, hinge yourself back up. Awesome. We did it. Turn your right foot out to face the front. We're going to take this into warrior one. So again, with the hips, move them to the front. If your back foot has to move in a bit, so you can let that happen, yeah. And then bend the front knee a little bit. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, bring it down. Hands come to the floor, step it back. We're going to be back in a child's pose. So take your time getting there a little bit more. I love that none of you using your knees. I'm really impressed. Inhale, pick up. Knees wide, toes together. Exhale, back. Into your child's pose. Nice and easy. Maybe sway side to side. Oh, just noticing your strength, noticing your energy, noticing your breath. All of those things. One more breath. And then gently go to the other side. So inhale, all the way up. So coming up onto all fours, tuck your toes under, back into your down. Yeah. All right. Leaning onto your right foot, inhale your left leg up, taking it up nice and high, come right up onto your right toes. When you're ready, step that left foot forward in between your hands. Nice. And back, you look forward, use this time to ground. Push the floor away, inhale to up. And then exhale, we'll take the right foot down to the ground. Turn to your warrior two. And in front of you again, just to make it smaller. Yeah. All right, so and again, just be pause here. That's easy. Flip the front palm. Inhale takes you back. As it takes you back, scrolling the front leg. Straighten that front leg, that's it. And then exhale. Take this hand, so it's reaching towards the ground, standing in front. Now take your hand on your right hip. Move that towards the front, so both it's facing nice. Now reach some more. Reach, reach, reach. Not reach any more, and then let that hand come down. Wherever it lands is where it's going to be. Yeah. Just have a little check on your sacrum so you can feel it. But it's a nice kind of flat line, and then just take your hand on your right shoulder and move your right shoulder back. Hold it for a moment so we demonstrate in front of the online. So we're doing our triangle on the other side. Yeah, and try to put more weight on your feet so that that left hand gets lighter. So there's not so much weight, it's just a balance point on your left hand. And then push the floor away, come back up, straight into that warrior one. So take your hands to your hips, face the front foot, and if you need to move that back foot in a little bit, do so. Absolutely fine. Yeah. All right. So from here, come into bent. Take that inhale first. Exhale, reach to the floor. Step it back through your vinyasa. Inhale here. Let's just pause our up top for a moment to see how it feels again. Maybe looking over, shoulder. Maybe the other one. And back into our child's pose. And these wide toes together. Now into the spine. Easing back. Every time you come into child's pose, feel that nice rounding for the lower back. Nice and long. Breathing nice and deep. One more breath in the mouth. And then inhale, looking forward. Bring yourself all the way back until your shoulders are over your wrists. Tuck your toes under. And then just flick the heels away so you come into a plank from there. Nice. Now just make sure your belly's not sinking too much and lift it up a little bit so you feel like you're pulling your navel in towards your mouth. Just fine that kind of way. And have your feet quite wide apart and let your hips sway. So if you keep your belly lifted a bit rather than sinking, it's no strain on your lower back. So sway a little bit until you might come over the right side and maybe lift up your left hand. Maybe coming into a side. Yeah, keep those hips nice and high. Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, bring the left hand down, swap it over, other side. Nice and good. All right, seeing as you guys are so good at this, we're going to do the other side again. Go back. Lift up your left hand. See if you can step your left foot behind your right. That's it. Once it gets there, you've got more support. See if you bring it behind it. Yes, I'm going to put this in front of you so you can see. It looks difficult, but actually, once you've got the foot behind you, it's a bit of support. And you can then jump out of it. That's it. Now you got it. Beautiful. Find the forward. We'll get us started to do. Oh, that's a bit slow. This side, make the right foot behind. So see, take the right foot behind. That's it. Just takes a bit of confidence. That's it. Beautiful. Now bring your right hand back down again. You guys rock all the way to the bottom. Then it's not to slide on your belly for a bird. And take your hands in front so your arms are folded. And let your head just turn to the left. So your right side of your head is just on top of your wrists. Okay, so two of you looking to the right, and one of you your right, you look to the left. Great. So just turn your, if you guys just turn your heads the other way, you can see what I'm saying. Yes, great. Awesome. All right, I'll come this way too. So you can see it as well. It's very nice and easy, this one. It's just difficult to explain. All right, so bend your left knee. I want to keep everything heavy on the floor. Bend your left knee and just lift up the left knee. Just let it roll behind you. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Just imagine a line of each reading over something. Just let that left leg fall over. Good. And roll back into your belly. Turn your head the other way. Bend your right knee and just lift it up. Let it fall over behind you. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Just let it hang. You can if you want to. Let it fall. Yeah. Breathing into that. Make sure you're still breathing. Nice and deep. And then come back into the center. Yeah, it's a nice one that I like it anyway. All right, bring yourself back up. Now with your hands, just sweep them down until your thumbs are parallel to your lowest rib, a little bit further back than usual. And then really make sure your elbows get used to coming into your body rather than out to the sides. And then just slowly push the floor away. You find your knuckles just slightly higher up the door. So that should feel quite nice for you. Just make sure there's no pressure in the lower back. So we're going to round back very slowly by pushing into the hands. Feel it rounding through the tailbone. And then just tuck your toes under one at a time. And then walk your hands towards your feet. So you're coming into this kind of forward fold at the back of your mat. Don't worry about that. Just make yourself hang here, nice and loose. So it's really nice to get a nice length in your back after doing any kind of cobra or back exercise. Feel really, really nice. And then from here, just have your hands still on the floor. If they don't touch the floor comfortably, bend the knees until they do. And have your hands about a foot away from your toes. Bend your left knee and lift up your right arm. Maybe the right leg on straight. The other way. That's it. Yeah, that's what you got. And then slowly swap over. Right hand comes down, so bend the right knee, straighten the left leg over the left. Left hand comes back down, so bend the knees like you can, and then slowly push the way up, roll all the way back to standing. Okay, so wherever you are, walk to the back of your mat if you're not ready. Oh, you guys are. All right, let's just take a nice step forward, coming to warrior. Nothing too complicated with your right foot, sorry, I should have said that. Right foot, warrior one. Now, look at your feet and make sure that they are track width apart rather than tightrope. Don't one from the other, you want one to the side a little bit. So you've got space between them. Yeah. Bend into the front knee. So feel really solid through both feet, but evenly weighted as well. All right, so inhale here. As you breathe out, let the hands fall behind you and then clasp your hands or your elbows, whichever's easier for you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you've got your hands, you can lift the hands off the back a bit. Now I want you to press on the back foot to enable yourself to come forward and maybe either stop on top of the thigh or go inside it. And then your head go. Nice. Breathe into that open space. One more breath. Now to come out of it, gently bend your elbows and release your fingers. Stay low though. Take your hands to the floor. And then just look forward so you can see. And then just step your left foot to your right. And then slowly ease back up. So looking at your feet, if you take them, see most people hip width is about here. Take them a little bit wider. And then follow that line to take your right foot back. To go 1, 2, yes, you've got nice and sense. All right, so bend into that front knee. Both feet evenly weighted. If you like, those strong right foot, left foot. And then inhale your left arm up, or your both arms up. And then exhale, sweep behind you. Last thing on the elbows doesn't matter. Either way, inhale in here. Press on the back foot to draw the hips back, create space so you come inside that left foot. Squeezing into the shoulder blades, breathing into that space. Nice and deep. And then gently push your hands away. Look forward. See if you can bring us all out to standing this time. Yeah. Look forward and then just step the right foot to meet. Awesome. Too awesome. All right, we'll take a balance for you. We'll do a dancer's pose, but we'll do it nice and slowly. Only go as far as you want to go with it. So again, starting with your feet reasonably wide. Take weight onto your right foot, and then grab your left hand wide on the outside or the inside, whichever's easier or feels more secure. Wherever that is, and then bring your knee back down so it's in line with the other knee. Now bring up your right hand. So get nice and lifted here, and try and think about keeping this hand and the chest lifted. Dorsiflex the back foot, push the foot into the hand. The more you push the foot into the hand, the front body is going to start to pivot forward anyway. So just keep thinking about lifting up the right hand, get into the midget. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Everybody just let you fall over either. It happens, you know, that's life. You just come back, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, so you just kind of finding your comfort zone with it and easing into that. And if the knee wants to come out the side of it, you can do that. You can always tilt yourself to the side if it feels better that way. So one more breath wherever it is that you are. And then gently coming out of it the same way. So you need to bend the standing leg each time. Yeah. So get yourself nice and balanced. Find a focal point. Maybe if you feel ahead of you, take it right onto the left foot, grab the right foot from the outside and the inside, which is easier. Dorsiflex that foot, push the foot into the hand, bring the knees together first. Lift up the left hand, keep it nice and lifted because it will move anyway. Push the foot into the hand. Find your focal point. Try to ease through your body. What you do is you balance. Balance is an interesting thing, and it's really about honing your attention to it, noticing how you recover, whether you kind of knee-jerk recover, or you can roll and try and kind of balance it out a bit with your arms or whatever, and that's all good because it's all about finding a balance with your body. None of the rest matters. All right, so we're going to come down. So let's see if you can do it. One leg behind the other, keep your arms out in front, and just see if you can bring yourself all the way down that way using your hands. Full past. Let's take the legs out to the sides. And here's the funny thing, but you want to kind of like pull the flesh up the sitting bones a little bit. So you've got that pelvic tilt again from the hips. Just see if you can bring yourself up a bit. If you want to dorsiflex the feet, that can help a little bit as well. And we'll do this kind of nice circular thing I think I did last week. So take your hands together. Turn towards your right leg. Take an inhale first. As you breathe out, reach towards the toes, into the center, and then inhale up the other leg. And around again. Go in your own speed, of course, with your own breath. And you can always swap the direction as well. You can come in the side, go back out again. Up to you. And try to reach those hands as far forward as they'll comfortably go when you get to the center. One more of these. Yeah. And then just let your hands come down and just see where they naturally, if the elbows will come down, just force them down, it's just going to naturally land there. Maybe let your head relax a little bit as well. These are all nice things you can do when you're watching Netflix. You don't have to warm up for it. One more here. And gently just push the floor away. Again, not using your back to come back up. Awesome. Hands underneath your knees. Bring them back up. Have your feet together and see if you can come into forward fold in this position to begin. So think about chest and thighs, so these two come together, rather than head to toe. Try and just change the idea behind it. So think about chest and thighs, get your thigh and your chest together, even if it means your knees are right up here. And then take your hands behind your head. I always use this kind of poker, behind here, snooker hands, behind here, behind your ankles, your heels, and then you can slowly just gently push the heels forward, but try and keep your chest and your thigh together, so that it's always supported. And then you can bring yourself down as far as you want to go. The minute you feel the chest and thighs separating, that might be too far. Unless you can stick out the bottom board and bring them back together again. So if they go too far, just bring your feet back and allow your head to move. Just finding that comfort point. Again, this nice hello. I love to have a little sway every now and then, just to kind of introduce the movement rather than jar yourself into it. Few moments here, just breathing nice and deep. And then very, very gently pushing the floor away again. So use your hands against the floor. Now, as you roll back, just take hold of your right knee, let your left leg stay straight. Take your arms out to the side at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and let your right knee just roll over your left. It doesn't have to touch the floor, it's just staying that way, just like you did on your belly. It's kind of the opposite. Breathe into a nice open belly, nice and soft here. Hold on to the breath, just let it be nice and easy. And gently swap it over, so roll back onto your sacrum again, onto your lower back. Pull both knees into your chest again before you do the other side. So let your right leg go straight, let's rub the middle. And then just let the left leg roll over the right. Again, it doesn't have to touch the floor, it's just a little twist. Softly. And then rolling back into the center. Again, I always like to start off putting both knees into the chest first. And then you can choose, you can just stay there for your Shavasana, or if your lower back feels fine, you can just bring your heels down to the floor, coming to the floor, place that. So whatever feels nice, wherever you can fully let go, taking that opportunity to surrender, yeah. Allow gravity to support you. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no effort required. Just allow yourself to sink really. It's a really nice time to tune into the benefits post-practice. So in other words, you can feel the body, the muscles just letting go, because I know there's no need for that. Just soften. You might be aware of the oxygenated blood flowing through your body. So you might be aware of that energy that creates. Or you might just be noticing your breath, how your breath recovers after the movement. how he knows exactly what to do. While you're lying here, taking all of that in, just having your visual awareness on the back of your eyelids. Whatever color the light above you allows, just stay with that as you experience the body letting go. Gently bring yourself back into your body by deepening your breath. With your next inhale, maybe reaching your arms right back behind you, stretching them out behind your back. With your exhale, bending your knees in towards your chest and then just rolling onto your right hand side. Whichever. Slowly pushing the floor away to bring yourself up nice and gently to sit. Just keeping your eyes closed as you move so that you can feel, notice, be aware of that transition to sitting. Just allow yourself to arrive here just like you did at the beginning. Just notice how your body might feel a bit different to when you first arrived here an hour ago. There's some difference in your body. Just gently opening your eyes. Gradually bringing the light in. Taking a nice deep breath in. Oh, nice and breath out. Thank you for being here. And for the occupiers who are watching in place or watching online, thank you as well.